Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. We're going to jump right in. I am doing a weekly planner spread in the vertical format. It is the week for November 16th to the 22nd, and I scaled my photos as well as the digital kit that I'll be working with this week. This week was my son's second birthday, so it was really nice to be able to use the featured craft new release. It is all occasion and birthday celebration themed. So I just grabbed that a couple. I kind of had a rough draft what I wanted to or where I wanted everything since I used the software to kind of scale them down. I also use the digital stamp, and you'll be seeing that on some of the photos as well as that little cake icon there in the left sidebar where I'm working at right now. Most of the photos took place in that day of that day. So, and I'm okay with doing that. Sometimes, it depends on the week. I may just want to throw up a bunch of photos just for that day. Like, for instance, here. And I'm okay with doing that because I do Project Live. So Project Live tends to be where I do the overview of my week. So here, if I want to highlight certain things such as an occasion or a birthday, I don't feel guilty leaving out photos from other days of the week. I know, Wednesday was when we did all the errands, and I know Tuesday we spent all day outside. I really love the photos that, I had that day, but I really wanted to just highlight my son's birthday, especially since we didn't really do anything. This year round it's been so different due to COVID, and he was happy. He was just stoked that he got a cake and he blew candles, but I still wanted to have this week on in my planner documented. And also, this week happened to be a lazier week, so I didn't really have a lot of pictures or plans to document. So I'm going more toward the memory keeping aspect. I'm just trying to get a feel of the layout and where I want to have the photos. And those little blue half circles that I showed you there a little while ago, they were originally on the 4x6 Project Life cards, but when I scaled them down, they of course went down in size, and then I trimmed them out of their cards and placed them on my layout. One only makes it onto the spread, and it is where it's at now, above that, between November 19th and the 20th on that photo, and I believe it says it's my birthday. This mega stamp right here, I believe it's a 6x8 stamp set. It is from the paper person shop, which was known as Kelly Perky, and it is amazing. I originally bought this stamp set for my daily journaling, which I will start recording and showing you guys how I pre-plan my daily journaling and how I decorate at the start of the new year. So stay tuned for that. I love to use washi tape in my stamps for that as well. If I can use stamps in most of my layouts, I will. I just like to change things up every week, so sometimes I'll be using a digital or printable, kit and some digital stamps. Other weeks I'll use the stamps that I have on hand and make a whole scene with that. I just like the flexibility of switching my weeks. It was so funny when we sang him happy birthday. Before we got to sing it to him, he blew the candles. He saw the candles and right away he blew them, and then we sang happy birthday. So it was just the cutest that, he was learning and he just got so excited. There on the November 16th, the first Monday, he had two little dominoes on both of his ears, and he was saying hello like he was on the phone. And those are just cute little highlights of my week that just really made my day. And he was such a cute goober. Right there that I'm working on right now, it says it is a digital stamp. It says fun. We were working in the craft room all this week. My husband and I were cleaning our craft room. We share our craft room, so he has one side, I have one side, and which is kind of crazy because sorry about that alarm. It was normally for time to get up for school, but it's Thanksgiving break week, so they get to sleep in. I got up pretty early to do this voiceover along with a cup of coffee. But I lost my train of thought there. Um, wow, I totally did. So now I have that sidebar there on the left, and I like to play some of the Project Life cards. I have the Celebrate. Let's celebrate. And it says all the good times, and the second one says make a wish, and the third one says happy birthday, and that is where I added some journaling, just his birthday, and it says at home, just us and cake. The best part of today was blowing the candles. And that was also a little Project Life card, and I just added a number on top of how old he turned. And now I have these stamps that I'm ready to commit, I think. So I realized that I wanted to place just two of the letters out of the three in that stamp set, just because that's what would fit. So I'm going to pull out my ink swatches for all my stamps to see which one matches better with the colors of this kit. I end up going with archival inks. I went with cobalt blue and like a orangey red, and it's called Poppy. And I'm going to be using those to ink up the stamps of the week. And I realized that I wanted to get in at least 3 to 4 of the days. So I had to move some of the pictures around just to make sure that there was an empty slot in, vertically in one of the days. So that way they could each get a stamp. And if you notice on that stamp set, there was like a blank slot for each of the days, so you can place a little sentiment there. You can use the stamp set, but I'm going to be digging into my stash to find some sentiments that go along with this week. Right there. Awesome. And it fits. So I just got to make sure I don't ink up the third letter, which, if you know stamping and you know any of my videos, I did. I messed up on the first one, but it's not obvious. It could have been worse, so we're just going to go with it, and you'll see here in a bit. I think I'm trying to clean it off, but archival ink does stain your stamps, but when you go to the next time to ink up in a different color, it will not transfer onto your work. So the beauty and the pros of cons of using archival is that it's permanent, but it's also permanent on your stamp set. And this is when I realized that I gotta open up some empty slots so that way I'm able to use the stamp set. I did pull out one of my Citrus Twist stamp sets to see if they would fit within, like a little sentiment would fit in the stamp sets of the days of the week. The little blank slot. Oh, that's what I was talking about, I remember. That last Project Life card there in the end, that's on Sunday. It says, hooray for this, and it says, on this date, it says small win or big win, and I placed there, Rick and I cleaned our craft room this week, deep clean. You guys, I don't think it's ever been this clean, like ever in our life. And the fact that, I'm sharing my craft room with my husband, I really had to downscale, and I just purged and I got rid of a lot of stuff. I gave my boys some crafting items that I just was not using anymore. They have this own little craft area in their room, just so whenever they feel like doing that or joining me and stuff, of course they grab into all my stuff, but it was just so nice to now be as organized as I am. I think it's perfect going into the new year and have everything having its place. Yeah, so I think, I finally stamped one, and if you can see, that's the one where I messed up. There's a little bit of the E wanting to form on the Tuesday, so there's a slight little red mark on the right portion, but like I said, it is what it is. We're just going to let that go. Now I fast forward just to do the last one. I got to get 4 of the letters in, the days of the week, and I really like the way that has come out. So I'm going to be giving you an overview in here in a bit. I had to look through my stash for all the stamps to find a sentiment that fit within the little blank slots of that stamp set, so you'll be seeing the overview here in a bit. All completed. I got family time, birthday errands, and the last one I can't remember. You'll see here in a bit. Get organized, of course. So yeah, this is the entire spread all completed. It was more toward the memory keeping, and I had so much fun. I hope you got inspired, and as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, bye.